Hey, what is going on, everybody? My name is Mike. We're back for another diecast opening here. I said in the last video, now this is the biggest opening that I have done, and this is the most mystery box style opening that I have done so far. I have an idea what could be in here, but this was ordered in a mystery fashion, and what I mean by that is I did not go through and order what I wanted to order. I had someone kind of decide for me based off of a couple, and by a couple I mean a good amount. So I really have no freaking clue what's in here. This one's gonna be all over the place. I think I don't know what's in here. I hope it's not all of the same thing or anything like that. And then also in terms of the amount that's in here, this is gonna be a long video because there's a lot in here. This isn't that big of a box. You can see my hand next to it. Right, similar to the last video, it's not that big of a box, but it's filled to the brim. Am I gonna keep talking, or are we gonna open it up? You know the answer. Let's just get this thing opened. I already knifed it open to get the tape off there and all that good stuff. You could see a little peanut action, a little diecast action. Everything's upside down in this one, which is good. So we don't have to worry about like, oh, cheating, boom, 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 we're seeing it ahead of time, whatever. No, it's just upside down on its own. We can film it. There's barely any peanuts in here. Get a couple of those maybe out of the way. Just, that's fine. That's fine. We can grab. All right, let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to use my right hand now. And let's just start pulling them out, man. I don't know what's going to be in here. Oh, I see the name over there. And what's the first one we got? It's a Brad Keselowski Consumer Cellular number 6. Look at this. 2024 RFK. Look at that. Number 6 Consumer Cellular. Very random. Again, this is going to be so random, but take a look at that thing. I don't want the bad glare, but I want the good light in there. Not a bad looking diecast. And we're going to do this and just move this box over here again so I can have our display going. How bad's the glare? Not too bad. Nice looking car there, Brad Keselowski. That's our first diecast of the day. Let's get our second one here. Oh, this is a nice one. Take a look at this. Christopher Bell Interstate Batteries number 20. And wow, look at the I don't know what you want to call the design of the lightning. The design of the lightning there for this Interstate Batteries car. Awesome looking. Oh wow, okay, that one's a good one. That was a good one. That was a 2025 there. Christopher Bell, number 20, Interstate Batteries. Like I said, it's going to be a long video just looking into this box. That's the first two. This thing is packed. This thing is absolutely packed. Oh, boy. All right, let's keep going here. Just going to grab kind of the next one off the top here. Very random lineup so far. Next one is another Brad Keselowski 2024, but this is the number 6 Castrol Christmas colors. Not a bad looking car. Look at the packing peanut action on that. Hold on a second here. Let's see. Can you see it a little better now? That looks decently better. That looks decently better. I'll have to give this kind of a full clean off maybe. There you go. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. So we got 2 Brad Keselowskis in here. Check that out. Vastly different cars there for Brad K. Let's see. Maybe we'll put another one there. We'll do kind of 3 here because I don't know how much there's going to be. I think there's going to be over 10 easily. Here comes our next one. And we got us a Noah Gragson Beefaroo. 2025. I've never seen this car before. Beefaroo. Is that a restaurant? I see a burger on there, obviously. This must be a restaurant. Beefaroo.com. It must be a website. Look at that, a little Noah Gragson action. Love the cheeseburger on that car. That's a pretty cool looking car. That's another one I haven't seen yet. But it's a 2025, so it must have been raced last year. What a combination so far. Ooh, this is quite unique. It's a quite unique combination, but we got more. We got a lot more here. Let me get some more of these packing peanuts out of the way. All right, I kind of just seen this one already, but I'm gonna show you guys, and it looks like it's another Noah Gragson Number 4, Zepp. Look at the number on that. That's a shiny number. Not the same on the top, but on the side, that's a shiny looking number there. The Zepp Noah Gregson. That's a pretty cool looking diecast. A little bit of dust on this one too. A little bit of that packing peanut dust. A little bit of that packing peanut dust. A little bit of that glare too. We don't like the glare, but again, I'm not going crazy with my my setup here. I use my phone and I use a little lamp as a light here, so we're gonna get a little bit of glare. It's not the best setup, but hey, I don't do this professionally, you know. I just like sharing this with you guys. Here's our next one. It is number 48. Oh, okay. I don't want to get this wrong. This is Alex Bowman's. I gotta cheat. I have no idea what this is. Ally. Okay, so it is Ally Best Friends. It looks like it's got little puppies on it. Yeah, and it's got paw prints. What a unique car. I've not seen this before. I have not seen this before. What an interesting car. Alex Bowman Ally Best Friends. Oh, look at the glare on that. That reflects like almost exactly what's happening. You can see my phone there. That's crazy. All right, little Alex Bowman Ally Best Friends. I'm sorry, I'm just like trying to figure out what that is. But look at that thing. That's a freaking cool car. What a wild car. That's already number 6. So we got 2 Gregsons, 2 Keselowskis, a Christopher Bell, and an Alex Bowman. What a combination we're getting here. And I still see at least 4 more. So this is guaranteed the biggest opening that I've done so far. Here is our next one. Oh, and it's a William Byron Liberty University. That's pretty cool. Look at the Liberty logo on the front of it. That's really cool. Wow, this is like an underrated car. You know what? There's a little bias here too, because at the time of me recording this video, I was just in Indianapolis for my first race and got to see that car up close and personal on the track in real life, and it was a gorgeous car. So there's some bias there for sure. This one's the 2024 version. So I don't know, maybe the one he was running was a little bit different, but I don't think so. It looked pretty much the same as this. I could be wrong. That classic 24, that font is just amazing up there on the top. Liberty University. I kind of wish more colleges would sponsor cars. Like Ross Chastain's number 1 looks like the University of Illinois logo. If University of Illinois sponsored Ross Chastain, it would just make perfect sense in my mind. What is this? It's in my frame. Get out of here. Oh, and he just brought his buddy with him now. The retaliation. We're going to shut that down. We're going on to our next one here. Again, I see at least 3 more, so I think there's 10, maybe more. Here's our next one. It is a Chris Buescher number 17 Fastenal car. 2024. You know what? I'm going to be completely honest. Chris Buescher is one of the drivers that I know the least about. In my mind, I think of Buescher and I think of Kyle Busch, and that's kind of what overtakes that in my mind. I just think of Kyle Busch and I kind of forget about Chris Buescher. It's spelled differently. He's got an extra E in there, obviously, but that's a nice looking car. That's a beautiful blue, and then you got a little black on the front and back, again with the chrome numbers there. Awesome looking. And I didn't mention this either, but actually not all of these. So far 5 out of the 8 here. Let's get Gregson lined up a little bit better. 5 out of the 8 here are the diecast body and chassis, which again I believe has the metal chassis. I could be wrong on that, but I believe that's what that is in particular. But let's keep going. We've still got some more here. That glare is crazy off of those boxes. Here's our next pull, and it is another Alex Bowman Ally. This one, okay, this must be like the USA version because it's got dog tags on there. Wow, look at this thing. What on earth is this thing? What is this called? 48 Patriotic. Okay. What a car. I don't think I've ever seen this. Wow. Did he run this? Well, it's a 2024, so I don't think he ran it. Yeah, I don't think he ran it this year. But I don't know if he ran something USA themed for the Chicagoland race. I really don't remember. I don't remember if I seen this car, but I kind of hope he did, because this thing is awesome looking. This might be the coolest 4th of July USA, whatever you want to call it, themed car that I've seen so far. To be completely honest, I see more. There's at least 12 now. Here's the next one. Ooh, is this just a Petty throwback? Whoa. Maurice Petty, Kyle Petty, Lee Petty, and Richard Petty. Okay, I think this is kind of just a car for their racing team. I think Petty, 75 years of racing. Is that them on there? look at their oh, can't get the focus. Ooh, don't want to focus. Ooh, look at the blue rims. Look at the, what on earth? It's got 44, 43, 42. Let's just, what is that? Let's just see what the name is. Petty Family 75th anniversary. It's just Petty Family. Okay. Honestly, I gotta do some research on this. I'm not even 100% sure what this is. I'm guessing this definitely didn't run. This is probably just like a specialty little car that they did or something for obviously the 75-year anniversary. That's quite unique. And that's kind of the second Petty related car that I have. If you guys watched the last video, you remember, I believe it was the Eric Jones number 43 Dollar Tree car. But here we go, on to the next one here. Oh, okay. Okay, so if you guys watched my first ever opening, it was literally just 2 cars that I opened. This is what I thought was in that box, was Kyle Larson's Hendrick Motorsports car. But it was not. What happened is that order actually ended up getting canceled for some reason. I got refunded for it, whatever. I never bothered to make that order again, so it's a good thing I didn't, because I would have had 2 of these. But take a look. Probably the most classic car that's running right now, the cleanest looking car that's running right now, is this. This is a 2025, but the Kyle Larson number 5, HendrickCars.com. It's just beautiful. And as of the time of the recording of this video, Kyle Larson, oh, and this is a Bristol winner. Oh, this is a Bristol winner. Look at this. Okay, I can see. Oh, it won't focus when I get too close. Right there under the C, you can see a little damage. And yeah, actually looking at that number 5 now, you can see some damage kind of at the top right and right there on this number 5. It's a good thing I looked. This is a Bristol winner. Is there something on the hood too, or is that just a shadow? I'm trying to see where the O and the M are for the .com. Can't tell, but let's take a look at the side that probably took the most damage. Oh yeah, look right around the, what am I saying? Right around the D in Hendrick. And it looks like there's even like a little piece sticking off. You see how that red piece comes out? I wonder if that's like exact. I gotta look it up, and I gotta see what his car looked like. So this was, what was this, the Richmond win, 2025? No, Bristol win. This was Bristol in 2025. Okay, I just thought this was the normal Kyle Larson, but no, this is a race win. Bristol 2025 race win. It's my second race win car, and it doesn't say race win on here. You know what? Let me look really quick. Okay, never mind. I got the Joey Logano race win right behind me, and it doesn't say race win on the box. I thought it did, but it does not say race win on the box. Okay, we still have cars. We still have cars to open up. This is a long video again. I'm sorry, but if you made it this long, we still got a few to go. Thank you guys for sticking around. All right, our next car here is another race win. William Byron. This is 2024, the Raptor Z Raptor Z, or is the Z just some other thing? I think it's just Raptor. Look at the confetti on this thing. Where is this? This confetti is... It almost looks like puzzle pieces. Maybe it's flowers. What's this race win from? Let's find out here. Whoa. It is from Circuit of the Americas. Okay, very early on in 2024. William Byron. Really, he won a street race. Or a circuit race, whatever you want to call it. Road course. Whatever you want to call these things. I don't know. They're my least favorite races, I'm not going to lie, so far. But that's pretty cool. Look at the confetti on this thing. There's something about a car with confetti on it that is just... It just gets my attention. And is there any, you know, obvious damage on here? This car will look much better once I take it out of the box, which I'll do with all of them. I think I see a little scrape above the front fender right after the R in Goodyear. Looks like there's a little scrape there. Yeah, I'm gonna eventually do, you know, reviews of all of these out of the box. Reviews of all of these cars here that you were looking at in this stack here of 12. But as I said, we're not done. Is this the last one? There is one more. This is the last one. Here we go. Final reveal. And it is another race win. This is a Denny Hamlin Mavis Tires and Brakes. I've never even seen this car before. But this is another race win from 2024. There's a lot of 2024 race wins in here. Joe Gibbs Racing again. I don't know why I said again, but yeah. Because I had another Denny Hamlin, I think that just had Joe Gibbs Racing on it. This is a Richmond win. Oh, that's kind of like wild because I called one of them. I called Kyle Larson's, I think, a Richmond win when it was a Bristol win. But look at this. This one's got some confetti on it. Yeah, you wouldn't even know Larson's is a win. Where's the confetti? I mean, Byron here, boom, confetti. This one here for Hamlin, boom, confetti. And there's something about that blue and yellow with red and white confetti on it that looks awesome. Does this have any obvious damage on it? That's got some scrapes above that front fender there. I don't know, it's hard to tell what else. It's so hard to grab a focus through the glass with these. That is confirmed the last one in the box. Would you look at this? That's 13. Not brand new. They are brand new, but some of them are from 2024. The rest of them are from 2025, except for the Petty family one here. No idea, but some pretty cool race winners and just some pretty cool random cars here. This is such a random order. We got 2 Brad Keselowskis, 2 Noah Gragsons, 2 William Byrons, a Buescher, 2 Alex Bowmans as well, Christopher Bell, the Petty family, Hamlin, Larson. What a lineup. Let me, just to end it off, let me stack everything up here just to see if this is a better view. I think you're going to get less glare when they're stacked up like this. So I'm just going to real quick shuffle everything around here and just see if this view does look a little bit better. Which one should we put on the top? I don't want to pick a favorite again. Don't want to pick a favorite, but I actually am planning to do some type of video where I kind of do my ranking my favorite diecast so far, something similar to that concept. We'll see what comes of it, but there you go. I think that's a much better view. The Bowman's getting a little top glare, but if we go like this, take a look at that. What a lineup. What a random lineup. But what a beautiful lineup. Oh, this is exciting. I can't wait to open some of these up and start doing some showcases with these. I'll put a couple of those out. I don't really have like a solid schedule. I'm kind of just putting shit out at random. Some weeks I might pop out 5 videos. Some weeks I might pop out 1, you know. I'm saying this like I'm got enough viewers that are wanting this anyways, you know. Any of you guys that watch, I really appreciate it, but you know, I have a full-time job and I have other things going on. I don't always have time for this, but I just think it's fun to open these up and collect these, and hey, if I can record it and maybe get someone else to kind of get enjoyment out of this, why not? But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you stuck around, my name is Mike, and I will see ya in the next one. Peace.